Hi, my name is Lyric Fields, and this is our World Peace presentation. So, we all know of the struggles. Obesity is a huge problem in the world. I know because obesity runs on both sides of my family. I know people who struggle with diabetes every day. And it's really painful to have to see somebody inject themselves day in and day out because, they made some poor decisions throughout their lives that led them to that. And I know that this isn't just a problem with my family, I know that it's something that happens across the world. 35.7% of adults and 1 in 3 children in America are obese. Ironically enough, 13.1% of adults and 1 in 6 children around the world suffer from malnourishment and go hungry each night. Our solution? Well, we realize that what we were trying to solve is a monumental task, and it seems almost impossible, but it's that word seems that makes it possible. And so our solution is to create powerful partnerships and educate the world on not only the importance of eating, but specifically healthy eating. I mean, how many of us go to a restaurant, order a meal, and at the end of it, get a little gaseous, and, increase our risk for, a heart attack, diabetes, and then we leave, 10, 15% tip, after that great meal. Well, I'm going to show you what just 1% of your money can do to help reduce and hopefully eventually at some point end world hunger. Our solution is world peace. What makes us special? Glad you asked. Well, we are like modern day Robin Hoods. We're taking money from those who have plenty at incrementally small amounts, and we're giving it to those who are going to value it and cherish it. People who to them is going to mean the world. We are globally minded high school students, and we have a plan to deliver. The first part is, you can go to the next slide. First part is our business model. It's 4 steps. First is our examination and certification process. So basically, we'll examine different restaurants and we'll certify them based on their nutritional criteria such as caloric count, the amount of sugar in each meal, the amount of fat, things like that, freshness of their items. And then in turn for our endorsement and our seal at their restaurant for being healthy, they'll donate 1% of their net profit at the end of each month to our business. And then we will also sell merchandise, hats, book bags, hoodies, all that type of stuff at our endorsed restaurants. And part of that merchandise will go towards our mission, which will be to reduce the feeding of the hungry. So a big part of our business is our team, of course, Dayton U Crew. And so we have a board of directors. We already have 4 members on it who over 30 years combined of business and financial experience, well-versed board. We have a CEO, Aaron Halloran. I'll serve as our COO, which is our Chief Operating Officer. Our CFO will be Abigail. And I'll serve mainly over sales and advertising, and our other U Crew members will help us. With assisting with these tasks because it is a team effort. Another important part of any business, Another important part of any business is sponsors. We want to, create partnerships with businesses, like-minded businesses that share our philosophy and our goals, such as Fusion. And actually, the co-founder of Fusion, Steve Harmon, is here, and he was originally one of our facilitators at our original meeting when we first came up with the idea of Stand Up, Steve. That's Steve. And he's one of our biggest fans. And he actually helped us to create a letter of commitment for that we would hand out to restaurants that we potentially want to partner with. But restaurants like Fusion are really just the beginning. We want to take it to places like Cold Water Cafe, Shish Wraps, Delish Dayton. These are all just future prospective partners. But this is really just in Dayton. We want to take this thing bigger, better. We want to make it global. So as you can see, the numbers here next to the cities correspond with the years that we want to go to those cities. And so by year 5, we're going to take it to the next level, to another state, mainly Indianapolis, which is like the center of Indiana, which is where all the big stuff is happening. So once we take it to the next level, every business encounters competition. The interesting thing about us is we don't really have any competition. Now there are, restaurants or things that do both. Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, helps you lose weight, eat healthy. Food for America, Feed the Children, helps feed those in developing countries. But there are none that do both. So we're battling a problem here on our home front while simultaneously combating a problem across the world, which is really important. And of course, marketing is key in any business. So we'll spread our word through Facebook, Twitter, our website, which you can visit, foodforworldpeace.org. It has links to both our Facebook and our Twitter. And of course, word of mouth, because everybody likes to go and tell everybody what they like and what they don't like. So that's really important. And another important part of our business is finances. I mean, what are you going to do without money? Where would we all be? So as you can see, this is a Gantt chart, which basically is like a timeline. The pluses show what we have done, like our website design, our business plan. These bars show what we're doing. Those, the letters at the top represent the month starting in April, going across, that we want to start doing things. And these little less than show things that we'll do periodically after we get started and get on a roll. And if you look in your portfolio, the judges have them, you'll see that the $1,500 is just the beginning. That's only the beginning. And we have the green here represents our donations to our local missions and charities. This is the global. It's bigger because that is our mission to go global. And then the dotted line is our gross profit, and the blue line is our revenue, and it continues to go up, so we continue to make more money. And then, you know, hopefully by the time I'm 21, about 5 years, with a little help from some of our board members, we were able to make some reasonable predictions, and we project that we can be making revenue in excess of $2.5 million by our 5th year. It means by the time I'm 21, we could be donating $1.5 million to World Hunger every year, which would be great.
She was saying million.
Yeah, million. So we want to start here at home and work our way up. Started from the bottom, now we're here, up there. So we want to partner with organizations that we trust and respect. Nobody likes to have a friend that you can't trust. You don't know if you can trust them around your stuff, they're going to steal it or not. We want to partner with somebody that we know we have their trust, they'll be trustworthy, we'll be able to, you know, they won't tarnish our reputation. We'll be able to, you know, have a good relationship. So if you haven't been listening to anything I've been saying, if you've been tweeting, texting, talking, ignoring me, pay attention to this. This is our chance to change the world, but we can't do it without you. You know, we have to help us help others. So get excited, get involved, buy our stuff, rep it at your school, your work, wherever you go. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, visit our website. You got any questions? What's my favorite color? What my name is? You know, you can contact us at foodforworldpeace@gmail.com. And most importantly, join the movement, get active, visit our endorsed organizations, and help us help everybody else. Help us help others get what you have, the luxuries that we enjoy every day in life. I mean, we are world peace, and we're hopefully going to end world hunger one bite at a time.
Any questions?
I saw your map of Ohio, and you had the different cities numbered, and I was wondering how you decided which city was to come first, which one was to come next.
Yeah. We went by population. In one of the sheets, we break it down how many restaurants for meals under $15, at $15, more than $15, broken down by each city, and just the different populations are shown. So we targeted the bigger cities at first, and we're open to branching out. But then just different, like the reputation, really. So, yeah.
How do you expect to get the people that are already obese to come into your restaurants?
What was the question? Could you repeat the question, please?
When you started out, you said you're going to try to change people's eating habits. How are you going to get
Yes.
them into your restaurants?
Well, we want them to already start, we want them to see our sign and, you know, say, for example, Panera. People already go to Panera. But maybe if they see, you know, this little emblem next to it, okay, that's a healthier choice. So we want to make it apparent these are healthier choices that you can get. And we hopefully want to change people's mindset about getting something healthy food can still be delicious. So we want to start slowly, but hopefully in the end, that'll get people to see it's not, you don't have to just go to Panera and get a big sandwich. You can get a salad that's equally as healthy and as good. So it's just one step at a time. It's going to be a process.
We plan to be iconic in no time. So, yeah.
On your giving model on the presentation, I saw you're giving to locally and globally.
Yeah.
Is it at the same time, or are you starting locally and then
We're
getting?
going to actually it's going to be a mix. The 1% that we get, 60% of that is going automatically just to solely to the cause of feeding the developing countries. Then 40% is going back to our business. But as we get bigger, as you saw, because it's smaller, we're going to start giving back to it. But it's going to start a little later because our mission was to go global.
How you gonna get permission to put those signs in the restaurants?
Well, that's why we have to hire people and get the proper procedures, and that's what our board of directors is there for, because Ohio says you have to have a board of directors so that you can get that kind of stuff underway.
Yeah. We plan to use the $1,500 to for just implementation and incorporation as a 501c. And to be a 501c in Ohio, you have to have a board of directors. Yeah.
So are you going to like follow the FDA guidelines to examine the restaurants?
Oh, of course.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
So wouldn't
But it's not only about the cleanliness of the restaurant, it's about the healthiness of the food. So we can't put a World Peace seal next to a Big Mac. I don't know how that's going to work out. So we want to look at it and see, okay, we got this salad. It's made 30% of, chicken and stuff, but the other 70% is fresh greens and tomatoes and stuff. So maybe this could be a World Peace item. So we have to set some of our own credentials.
Yeah.
But FDA approved it, so that'll affect the restaurants and then just the healthiness overall.
All restaurants are mostly FDA approved, but we want to raise the standard. Just like Fusion, we want to have a higher reputation than just okay or, the average. We just want to raise the bar and challenge restaurants to meet our standards. Yes.
What proportion of the restaurant's food has to be healthy?
That's still something that we would have to work out with the board of directors
So I
because
can have a Big Mac as long as I have lots of salads too.
we'll probably
in
have
that-
to sit down at.
Yeah. In that case, we're hoping to reach national chains as well, with them donating like 0.5% rather than 1%, because we know that that's a lot bigger with a national reach. But just like McDonald's, they have a new like healthy options, and we would put our logo right next to that sandwich. We're not saying that everything there is healthy. The calories are ridiculous, but on those options, like, why not promote something like McDonald's, which brings in billions? So
We don't necessarily want to change what the restaurants already have. We just want to endorse the good things that they do have and make them more clear to those who don't see the other options that they have.
yeah.
a lot of like eating habits start when children are pretty young. So have we thought about maybe education at like maybe kindergartens or preschools to teach the kids, even beyond like telling them what to eat at restaurants with a logo?
I mean, it's a generational problem. It's something that it's going to take a lot. This is going to have to go. This is going to go beyond just us and our grandkids and stuff. It does start at the kids level, but hopefully, if we can implement this now into like our generation, by the time we get to kids, 10 and 20 years from there, they already have these habits instilled in them because we've already done that change.
We're the role models for that as well. My little sister, she's 14, and she's still building those habits. So, yeah.
What is the calculated return on investment of your seals?
Well, it's just a donation of 1% from the restaurant each month of their net profit directly to us to go towards our mission.
Yeah.
You said you want to go global, but have you set up like a specific country or area that?
Well, we're going to
you're
funnel
definitely
our
gonna
money through United Nations, which is a reputable organization that already does that kind of stuff. So basically, we don't want to choose a specific country to focus on. We want this to be, so maybe we'll choose like, a country of the month or something, but we don't want it just to be specifically for one country. We want this to be for everybody. And if we go through the UN, we have a better chance of getting the money dispersed fairly everywhere.
And we can even let restaurants choose their country, which they will sponsor.
That was the last
Okay.
question. So what we're going to do is at the end, if we have some extra time, we can open it up potentially. So we'll I know everybody has a lot of questions. You can always
Yeah.
talk to them
Yeah.
after the presentation. So.
Feel free to contact us. Thank you.